You got people like one guy owed me, and I said, well, how you gonna pay me, bro? He smacked his ass cheeks. He said, with this. I said, with what? I said, turn around, let me see it.
What? Yeah, man, y'all see what time it is, man. It's a go for sure over here, man. We got Fleece Johnson back in the building, man. The title of this is Fleece Johnson says he's never raped men in prison. It was always consensual. Okay, so it don't sound like he's been taking people's booty. This title right here just makes it seem like people was down for it. Niggas was down for it. Nobody ever dropped the soap. They were just rocking with it. They like, yes, Fleece Johnson, you are allowed to get his booty. What is going on here, man? Like consensual. Like what is going on in these prisons, bro? This is why these dudes keep wanting to go back to prison so bad. Let's get into this, man.
I'm the only inmate in America that ever took a mop wrangle and beat a lecturer off the stand, tore it up, and it was in the newspaper, Courier Journal, that it cost $650,000 to prepare the damage I did in that
You destroyed the electric chair with a mop?
wrangle, steel mop wrangle.
Okay. Well, how the
You know
fuck
what?
did you even get access to the electric chair? I would think that that would be kept separate from everybody who wasn't
No.
actually being executed.
I was fighting on every walk they put me on, throwing shit and getting all the inmates riled up. So they put me down on death row, on that death row, down there in the dungeon by myself. So to keep me away from inmates and shit, right? So this guy named Steve Galusha come down there, and he the one bring my food and stuff. And he said, I want you to, Martha Lane Collins was the governor at the time. He said they give me to execute somebody. I want you to go in here and just don't touch nothing in here but the little mat around the chair. That's the only thing you take out and wipe off. Don't try to wipe nothing else. I said, okay. He said, now look after your own food and stuff. So when I went in there, I sat down in the chair, crossed my leg, and lit a cigarette up. And when I got to thinking about it, I said, they give me to execute somebody. So
Oh man, somebody in my comment section in the last video was like, bro, if you pay attention, I don't think he has any teeth. That's why he talks the way he does, right? But it's crazy, bro. I was talking about something. He's sitting in the chair. He lights a cigarette. So like, how much freedom bro got in prison? Like, damn, like I guess people just afraid at this point that he's gonna take their booty. They just letting him do whatever they want him to do. Like, let him do. Like, you smoking on the electric chair and they about to electrocute somebody. So let's see how he messed this shit up.
I don't like this, man. You know, so I got offended and took a mop wrangle and beat everything in that chair, right?
Wait a minute, we missed something. You just start beating the chair.
Now I went in there, I sat down in the chair, crossed my leg, and lit a cigarette up. And when I got to thinking about it, I said, they give me to execute somebody. So I don't like this, man. You know, so I got offended and took a mop wrangle and beat everything in that chair, right? I beat it off the stand. And they never put it back on there. They had to build a new building and build a new one.
Hey man, imagine you just trying to be a nice CO, or that's what they call a CO, and you just, hey man, you been good, bad. Go in here and just clean this up for me. You just like, cause we got to use this in a little bit, so just clean this up. He go in there, tear the whole shit. This nigga talking about so. I thought about like it takes people's lives, so I didn't like it, so I just started tearing it up. Oh man, I wonder if he would feel like that if this person like took out his family or some shit like that. Would you still feel the same way about this electric chair?
And so she was the governor, and when she came to the prison, she stood in front of my door and I spit in her face. They put that in the newspaper too, in the Courier Journal. With Martha Lane Collins, she was governor then.
So how much money did you actually end up getting from the prison?
Well, It was for all inmates, and the money was supposed to go into the renovation. And like in the hole, they didn't have no air conditioning. In the cell houses, no air. So they had to put in central air, central heat. They had to take the double cells and break them to a single cell. They had to give us a better legal library, better school, better medical, better programs, better everything, right? And they owned up to it, but they blamed me. And see, and so what happened was, now this is where it gets interesting.
Uh-huh.
So it came a time in my life where I'm calming down now. I got all this money in prison. I got stores, poker games. I got weed, whiskey. I'm blackmailing everybody. They bringing me everything in here. And so I'm satisfied that I ain't never gonna hit the streets no more. You know, I just salted a gourd. I got 15 years. I took a 5-gallon bucket of boiling bleach and threw it in the gourd's face and put him in a hospital.
Oh my god, bro, this is crazy. It's crazy that bro is still allowed to like tell this story. Like you just throwing shit on people, throwing literally shit on people with piss in it, and you throwing hot bleach on people. Like, bro, what's up with this motherfucker just going around throwing shit on people, bro? Like, then he's expecting. The crazy part about it, he's not expecting to get out. So like, he's going to do the most, just adding shit on. It's like, bro, you shouldn't even be out, bro. It's crazy. He need like his own prison. His own prison, bro, so he can throw shit on nobody.
For 18 months. Burnt his whole face off. And so, for what he did to me. But when I started calming down, I didn't realize that you don't fight these people the way I fight them, expect them, just because you calm down for them to calm down. So MSNBC came in and wanted me to do a documentary.
What year was that?
It was in the 80s,
Okay.
90s.
I think it was the 90s. It seemed like it was pretty decent quality footage.
Oh, so this ain't new to him, man. This like a new documentary of him all over again, bro. This ain't nothing new, bro. He's been famous for a long time, popping booty and throwing poop and shit.
Yeah. But anyway, they came in the institution, and I'm like, I'll do it. I ain't never getting out, you know. I'm never getting out. And so I'm going to get up here and say whatever I want to say, right?
And a lot of people in that situation might kind of lie about what they have going on. Like I feel like
Yeah. You exaggerating a lot of shit too.
Well, also like
I said I'm not gonna tell them that the prison ain't like that right now. It was like that when I first entered the prison, but after I'm doing all that fighting and shit, I changed that prison.
But I'm just saying that a lot of people might sleep with other men while they're locked up and then get out and act like it never happened. I feel like that's the norm. You were the one dude who got an opportunity to do a documentary, be on TV, and you just said everything. You just laid it.
Yeah. That's what we represent here at Hustler Spirit, man. It's the truth, man. We right here on my shirt, man. Stack of style, man.
That's a different type of hustler spirit, though.
Yeah, we got that spirit, man. We don't lie. And my agent, he talks to me and he tells me, look, man, these people want to hear the truth, man.
Uh-huh.
Now, you don't have to tell them the truth if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, I tell them because what I talk about, people don't talk about. But, now to get back to the gay stuff.
People are unbelievably fascinated by it, but there's very few people who are really going to talk about it, you know?
Yeah. And so, but I don't fear nobody. You know, I don't fear people. I told somebody that said he got respect for me. I said, first of all, I don't need your respect. Your respect don't put food on my table, clothes on my back, or shoes on my feet, man. You keep your respect for yourself. I don't need it. I have always stuck with that. So I don't care about what people say about me because I know everybody in this world has did some bad stuff. I ain't the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm the only one that's get up and talk about it.
Mm.
Nah, that's true.
But I'm
Definitely
not
for
the only
sure.
one that ever did something, that people disagree with.
Yeah, and not a lot of guys that are in prison, bro, gonna just come out and be like, "Yeah, man, I be taking booties and accepting booties," and you know what I'm saying. Not a lot of guys are gonna come out like this, and I guess he's at the age now where it's like it really don't even matter. Like he gotta be honest, and then he still has a wife. That's what we all gotta remember, bro. Like this dude still got a wife, bro. Still got a wife. So it's just like anything is possible. He could be out there taking booties and still have a wife at the end of the day.
Now on sex, man, I had sex with a lot of men. That first time, I said I got to get more booty. I got to get as much booty as I can in her. This is all I got to go on. I'm never getting out. I don't know what it will feel like to be with a woman. You know,
So wait a minute. We need more information on his lady. Like, did you marry this your wife before or after? Like, you saying you've never been with her. So when you first got out, did you just run to your first woman that you could get and marry her? Like, what the?
so I went hard, man.
But okay, so when did you start?
Pause.
And did you ever start taking it from men, or
No.
would you always break them down mentally until they would consent?
No, they was already broken down. Here's the point. See, you think that I don't know where people get this notion that in the penitentiary, you got to take somebody's booty. Them people, out of 20, I was in the prison and held 2,500 inmates. Out of the 2,500, only 30 of them get regular visits every week. You can see them on a visit every week. Out of 2,500, only maybe 150 or 200 gets money from somebody from home. All the rest of them, they done burnt all their bridges. They ain't got nobody sending them nothing. And then, next thing you know, they'll do anything for some noodles, cigarettes, weed. If you got weed, you can probably have sex with whoever in there. Yeah, a pack of cigarettes go for $500. So easy.
So you're saying that there's just a lot of guys who are willing to have sex when you're in there. It's really not as crazy as we think it is, because in our minds, a straight man is just never gonna consent to having sex with another dude. You're saying that
No,
in
it's
that
not.
environment, it's not that crazy.
No. See, it's you got people like one guy owed me, and I said, well, how you gonna pay me, bro? He smacked his ass cheeks. He said, with this. I said,
What? What? Yo, ain't no bro. Hold on.
Saying that
No,
in
it's
that
not.
environment, it's not that crazy.
What is he
Nah,
about, bro? Hold on.
see,
Y'all listen to this shit, bro. Listen to this shit. Listen to what he about to say, bro.
it's you got people like one guy owed me, and I said, well, how you gonna pay me, bro? He smacked his ass cheeks. He said, with this. I said, with what? I said, turn around, let me see it.
What?
And I said, pull the shorts down a little.
What?
I said, spread it open.
What?
I said, yeah. I said, I got played off like I'm used. Boy, he had a hell of a ass on him though. It was powerful. And I said, look, man, I get this anytime I want it, cause I got money and stuff. I said, but yeah, I said we can work something out, and that's how I do it, And I seen if I really want somebody, what I do, man, is introduce myself to him. let him know I got all the money. I'm the one with the weed and the whiskey and all this stuff, and I'm the one to get things popping. You know, if you want to roll with me, holler at me, right? I'm seeing you. I think you look good. And whatever we do, I'm gonna keep it discreet. You don't have to worry about nobody in your business. You can keep your mustache or whatever.
What you mean he keep his mustache? What you mean? And what you mean it's gonna be on you? Ain't gonna tell nobody, bro. Everybody know you in here getting booty, taking booty. What you mean ain't nobody gonna know? Everybody gonna know. Niggas gonna think something just cause I'm talking to you, bro. Like what? That's crazy.
Weed and the whiskey and all this stuff, and I'm the one to get things popping. If you want to roll with me, holler at me, right? I'm seeing you. I think you look good. And whatever we do, I'm gonna keep it discreet. You don't have to worry about nobody in your business. You can keep your mustache or whatever. I just want your booty, man.
If you haven't checked out everything
Pause. The whole video's over. This whole video is a whole fucking pause, dude. Like it was a couple pauses in this motherfucker. Had to pause, but man, dude he's just being honest. He's telling y'all who he is and the shit that he been through. I mean, can't hate the dude. It sounds crazy as shit. It sounds fucking wild as hell. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he pull up like this, taking your booty, just the booty taker, like, ugh. Bro, then talking about dude slap his, like, what you got? Dude slaps his cheeks, like, yeah, these cheeks. Like, what the This is crazy, man. Stay out of jail, people, kids, young boys, man. There's more to life than fucking jail and prison. That shit is weird, bro. Especially if you like women, my boy. Yeah. Yeah, man. This right here is not a go, but this channel is a go. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like, all of that. I'm going to see y'all next video.